Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In today's video, we're talking about everybody's favorite Wii U emulator, Cemu, as well as the Panasonic 3DO M2. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here with everybody's favorite Wii U emulator, Cemu. Now, I did a tutorial for Cemu and I'll leave it in the description below if you need help getting up and running with Cemu. I've got you covered. Now, my tutorial was from back in 2020, so it has been a little bit of time. It is still relevant, but it's also due for an update, which I'll probably cover off this year. If we take a look here at the latest release for Cemu, my tutorial video was version 1.18, and they're now on version 1.26.1, and it was just released the other day. So taking a look at this update in a little bit more detail here, and it seems that it was mostly just bug fixes, which is actually a really good thing. So they say here, lots of input fixes, including improved keyboard handling. Shift and other special keys can be mapped and used again. If you play Cemu with a mouse and keyboard, you'll probably really like that update. Better handling for controller connect and disconnect. The UI will now update accordingly. Improved rumble for Gamecube controller API. Fixed an issue where the currently active controller profile file would be deleted when the game profile set a different profile. That's a bit of a mouthful, but this is a nice welcome fix. And moving on here, these two are a little bit more technical, but they say restore direct input under wine and fix threading issues causing random crashes. And the last issue here, fixed an issue where a rumble strength setting of 0 wouldn't completely disable rumble on some input APIs. Now to pick up the latest version of Cemu, head on over to cemu.info, scroll to the bottom of the page here, and it's located in a nice big blue button. Just go on ahead and click on it. Now when you go to open it, if you're using Microsoft Defender or maybe even some other antiviruses, you might get a screen that looks something similar to this. To run Cemu, just click more info here and then click run anyway. As far as I know, this app is 100% safe. Now moving on here to the legendary Panasonic 3DO M2, the console you may or may not have heard about. Chances are you've heard about it but never have played one, considering it was never officially released. And yes, that is the controller for it. The Panasonic 3DO M2 was supposed to be the successor to the Panasonic 3DO, and hence the very similar name. A lot of people suspect that the M2 stood for Mark II, but I don't know if that's ever been confirmed. If it has been, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, the M2 started off as an add-on for the 3DO, and then they scrapped that idea, decided to make its own console, but it was never released. Now, the M2 was officially canceled in 1997, and there are some M2 development units floating around. At the time of cancellation, there were about 80 games in development, one of them actually completed, and that was IMSA Racing. And then a bunch of games made it to the arcade based on M2 hardware. And fun fact here, the official Panasonic 3DO M2 source code has just been dumped. I'll leave a link to the GitHub page in the description below, feel free to check it out. Now as far as I know here, this is all thanks to Video Game Esoterica, and I'll leave a link to their YouTube in the description below, feel free to check them out. They do have a video here, it's not very long, just over 10 minutes. And it's very interesting to go through. Apparently they had this source code all along and didn't even realize it. And they do check out one of the dev units, which is pretty cool to see. Having the M2 source code available has the potential to really help out retro gaming, game preservation, and also emulation, especially for the 3DO and arcade games. As far as I know here, the 3DO M2 was supposed to be backward compatible with the 3DO. If that is the case, if that holds true, 3DO emulation might get a heck of a lot better. But anyways, that is all I've got for this one. Short, sweet, and to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about the Cemu updates in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about Cemu in general in the comments below. And let me know your thoughts about the Panasonic 3DO M2 source code being released in the comments below. Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think it's not a big deal? And will you actually try to use the 3DO emulator, or do you just steer clear of the system altogether? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.